A pretty quiet trading day today, posting only half an ATR as price digests the recent 5-day rally. Essentially, what we wanted to see when we came into today's session was whether or not bears were going to defend the prior day high, that 4,400 area. They did succeed in this with price not really even testing the prior day high. You have that 15-minute exhaustion candle right through here after a move through the overnight high, and it just resolves lower into some prior day structure. Overall, though, not really all that significant selling. This is more so just a consolidation pattern like we talked about this morning. Remember, after an extension move, you usually want to see some consolidation before the next leg. So the example that was given was mid-October. We had this move lower, pretty extreme coming into the new week there, Monday and Tuesday. It was expected that, yeah, we do see some consolidation near the lows before another leg lower. Kind of a similar scenario this week. Post 5 days higher, probably want to see some consolidation up here before we potentially put in that next leg higher. Now, what is interesting about this setup currently is that we do have the daily volume point of control here with a 6-month look back. So this is a significant level, the 4380 area, as well as the declining 50 MA right there. I am just using that primarily as a reference point, but we do want to keep an eye on that reference point. Now, as far as the current setup with today's action, we did not even retrace half of Friday's rally. So this is a bullish development. We want to see, as with any inside day, we want to see how price breaks that inside day. So generally speaking, when you do have an inside day, you just want to go with the direction of the break. So for tomorrow's action, if we break today's high, it's a long, assuming there's acceptance. If we break today's low, it's a short, again, assuming there is acceptance, meaning price holds below or holds above that level. Now, the big picture setup, we have to keep in mind you do have a lower high daily pivot right through here. And so this is a massive daily pivot that is going to be a significant level, not only for this week, but for the weeks to come into the end of the year. And so this 4,400, 4,420 zone is kind of the main watch. How we trade versus this area is going to be important for the primary structure. So tomorrow, watch for a break of the inside day. Pretty simple. As far as individual names, I did do some scanning, went through the entire watch list this afternoon. We do still have AMD as a swing watch. This triggered the change in character on this structure. So we're just looking for some type of entry now. No rush on that one. We have DraftKings as well. This is a simple continuation play. Didn't show much follow through today. Not all that surprising considering the magnitude of Friday's move, but this is a bullish setup. Just looking for continuation there. Also have LI. So this held pretty well. I mentioned this morning, these gaps can sometimes be faded. It's a good sign to see LI holding the gap this morning up near 40. We want to see pretty much a repeat of today's idea. So we'll be looking for strength up through that 40. Then finally, we do have Roku. So Roku, an inside day here. Again, this is a potentially bullish development if we can break the high of today's session. So inside day, you go with the break. And that is Roku. Let's take a look at NQ really quick. Yeah, so bumping right into that trend line. Haven't moved that trend line today. It just so happens to be that is a big area of resistance, kind of aligning with your daily volume point of control there as well. That's the yellow line going across the screen here. So that, if you're unfamiliar, that is volume through price. We're looking at volume through price there. Now for NQ, you do want to see the reaction versus this trend line. Pretty much the main watch on NQ. So if it can break, very similar to ES, just be looking for a break of today's range during tomorrow's session. So that's about it for the index. Pretty straightforward setup. Very slow day, but that's to be expected after you have a big volatile move. Remember, volatility contracts and expands. So after you have an expansion move, it's time to expect some contraction. So that's pretty much the list. Any questions, guys? Go ahead and post them in the chat. Got time for a couple questions here if you have them. Alrighty. We'll see what we get tomorrow. Hope everyone had a great day, profitable day. Good to go. Sounds good, sir. All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the pre-market prep. Have a great afternoon.